Today we're going to practice 2 daily conversations to help you improve your fluency. Hello and welcome everyone, this is Minu at AngloLink. As we often use phrasal verbs in our daily conversations, I have included quite a few of these verbs for you in these 2 dialogues. Just to remind you, a phrasal verb is a verb that consists of 2 parts. The first part is always a short verb like give, go, come, get, etc. And the second part is a preposition like in, on, up, down, etc. Now, each phrasal verb usually has a non-phrasal synonym. For example, you can give up smoking or you can quit smoking. You can fill in a form or you can complete a form. So really, in terms of speaking, you don't need phrasal verbs to express yourself. However, as native speakers use them quite a lot in their daily conversations, you need to be familiar with them. Now, the best way to learn these phrasal verbs is in context, in dialogues, in conversation. Please don't waste your time memorizing phrasal verbs from a list. Now, in the 2 dialogues that we are going to practice, I have constructed each sentence first without a phrasal verb and then with a phrasal verb. And I'd like you to listen to and repeat both versions carefully several times until you have got a really good grasp of the meaning and the way we use these verbs. So, when you're ready, we can begin. Phrasal verbs in daily dialogues. Before we practice the dialogues, there are a few points I'd like to mention to you about phrasal verbs. First of all, some phrasal verbs have 2 different meanings. For example, take up means begin a new activity. For example, I took up horse riding last year. But it also means accept an offer or invitation. For example, she took up the job offer. Let's look at another phrasal verb with 2 meanings. Turn down. One meaning is reduce volume. Please turn down the radio. Another meaning is reject. She turned down our invitation. And one more example is turn up. One meaning is increase volume. Please turn up the radio. And the second meaning is appear. He turned up at the party without invitation. The second point about phrasal verbs is that most phrasal verbs that take an object can be separated by the object. For example, you should give up this job, or you should give this job up. Another example, let's pick up the boxes, or let's pick the boxes up. If you replace the object by a pronoun, you must put the pronoun between the 2 parts. Should I give up this job? Yes, you should give it up, not give up it. Shall we pick up the children? Yes, let's pick them up, not pick up them. The third point I'd like to mention about phrasal verbs is that there are a few phrasal verbs that cannot be separated by the object. One example is come across. For example, I came across the book by chance. You cannot say, I came the book across by chance. Even if you use a pronoun, you must not separate the 2 parts. I came across it by chance. Not, I came it across by chance. And of course, there's nothing to worry about when the verb is intransitive, which means it doesn't take an object. My TV has broken down. I stayed up all night. And the final point about phrasal verbs is that a few phrasal verbs take a second preposition. For example, I am behind with my emails. I must catch up on them. Or another example, we want to compensate for this mistake. How can we make up for it? And the third example, this noise is intolerable. I cannot put up with it. Right then, it's time to practice our dialogues. Listen and repeat these dialogues after me. Repeat both the sentence without the phrasal verb and the sentence with the phrasal verb. Dialogue 1. Could you increase the volume of the television, please? Could you turn up the television, please? Okay. Is it loud enough? No, that's too loud. Please decrease its volume. Please turn it down. Will you make a decision? Do you want it loud or quiet? Will you make up your mind? Do you want it loud or quiet? What's the matter with you? Why are you so stressed? Why are you so wound up? I'm sorry, I'm tired. I didn't go to bed last night. I stayed up last night. Why did you stay up? I had to do my unfinished work. I had to catch up on my work. I thought you'd quit your job. I thought you'd given up your job. Yes, I have. This is just a temporary job I've accepted. This is just a temporary job I've taken up. What can we do to reduce your stress? What can we do to calm you down? I think I need some fresh air. Do you feel like a short walk? Are you up for a short walk? Sure, and we can buy something for dinner on the way back. Sure, and we can pick up something for dinner on the way back. Dialogue 2. I don't know why Joe hasn't arrived yet. I don't know why Joe hasn't turned up yet. I hope his car hasn't stopped working. I hope his car hasn't broken down. Joe is not coming. He refused my invitation. He turned down my invitation. Really? That's not like Joe. I know. He said his new job was occupying all his time. He said his new job was taking up all his time. You seem a bit disappointed. You seem a bit let down. Yes, I am. I think he was fabricating an excuse. I think he was making up an excuse. I doubt that. I'm sure he will compensate for it somehow. I'm sure he will make up for it somehow. I hope so. Would you like a cigarette? No, thanks. I'm reducing the number of cigarettes I smoke. I'm cutting down on cigarettes. I'm not in the mood anymore. Let's end this party. Let's wind down this party. Oh, come on, it's your birthday party. Please make yourself happy now. Please cheer up now. Right, that's the end of the dialogues. Let's now finish with a gap-filling exercise so you can see how many of these verbs you can remember. Number 1. Is she still angry? No, she has now. She has calmed down now. Number 2. Smoking 2 years ago. I haven't touched a cigarette since then. I gave up smoking 2 years ago. Number 3. I'm really behind with my studies. I must on them. I must catch up on them. Number 4. He drinks too much. He should really on alcohol. He should really cut down on alcohol. Number 5. The hotel was terrible. We were really by it. We were really let down by it. Number 6. Has he your offer? Yes, he has accepted it. Has he taken up your offer? Number 7. Could you, the music? It's too loud. Could you turn down the music? Number 8. Don't be upset. Try and cheer up. Number 9. That was a very bad mistake. I don't know how to for it. I don't know how to make up for it. Number 10. More than 500 people to watch the show last night. More than 500 people turned up to watch the show last night. Right, that's the end of this lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. As you know, you can now go to our website, anglolink.com, for more explanations and exercises. Thank you for watching. I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye now.